if you can share any specific growth stories from your illustrious career, something that comes
I
on
have no,
top
I
of your
have don't
mind,
have an illustrious
that will be
career
great
first.
for our audience.
uh,
Very
illustrious
varied,
career.
but you have been across, you have been around,
Yeah, so I mean, like,
and yeah,
if I have to say
you
the
are being
two,
modest, I would say.
no, not at all. See, I think I'm proud of some things that I did do. So I used to be part of Kimberly Clark
Absolutely.
earlier. And I remember we set up the CRM club, right? A first party database club. Let's just call it that, right? So there was a time when there were 5 million babies born, rather 25 million babies born in India, and out of which only 5 million were diapering. Okay, this is about say 5 years back. Okay, only 5 million babies diaper, by the way, out of the 25 million babies born in the country. So you can imagine the state of affairs. And out of that, we had a database of 1 million mothers. So the journey to build that kind of capacity and scale was fabulous. If any marketer had that kind of database, literally saying, "Ki, I know 20% of my entire universe," and that too with first party data, that is quite an achievement. I think we did it with multiple interventions. It was not easy. When we started, it was just about doing some kind of sampling initiatives and getting people to share their data with us. And then it was about things like how can you improve consumer experience while sharing that data. So I remember we tied up with Atul Kasbekar and did like pregnancy photo shoots to lucky women, because the bump photo shoot was becoming very popular, and to even doing gifts of baby showers. So in India there is the seventh month rasam, so you kind of celebrate it with your close family. So we built out these small kits that you could actually use as party favors, while you celebrate it. So a lot of interventions were done to develop the database, and it was very helpful because you were able to upsell a baby diaper user, because every time what the insight was that every time the person changes the diaper size, and while the baby grows up, he starts from an XS, then moves to a small, then moves to a medium, then moves to a large, and then finally an XL. So every time the size changes, there is an opportunity that you lose the consumer to some other brand, because the sizing issue becomes an issue, and the mother thinks कि ये the brand bekar hai. So you educate the person to kind of say that, look, this is the way you measure the right size to fit your baby well, and you kind of evolve. So there's lovely stories where you had these consumer insights coming in, and you were able to build some kind of solutions to resolve for those. So CRM database was great because you were actually able to stop the leakage at every size change. Apart from having like programs like upsells and referrals, and that was one thing which I'm very very happy and proud of. And the other thing I think was like even within Dr. Reddy's, right? I'm very proud of the way the e-commerce journey has kind of set up. I think I was at the right place at the right time. The e-pharmacy journey was just about kicking in when I joined 3.5 years back. And now to be, as I said, right, like the industry average being about 10% of the overall pharma sales is, and especially the bigger companies. I wouldn't say all companies. It depends on like the company mix itself, right? Like as I said, if you're a very heavy chronic company, e-commerce is very big. If you're a very heavy acute company, then e-commerce is that much smaller. But I think I'm very proud of the fact that what we've set up in Dr. Reddy's, like the team and the capabilities. And sometimes when I hear, some of the feedback where e-pharmacies come back and say that, we are leading the way of setting up some of these metrics which were not checked earlier, because uh, you're able to replicate the learnings of what marketplaces had into an e-pharmacy. They value you a lot more, right? And then you're also becoming part of their ecosystem for evolving and helping them grow, which is then nice. So I feel uh, that's something that I'm very proud of.